This is my attempt to show you what this 54 Chevy looks like. You notice the hood gap's a little bit off. It was painted by the previous owner and his son, and he didn't put enough paint on, put it on too dry. I buffed the whole, I wet sanded and buffed it. That's why it's cut through in spots, because it was too thin. Let's give us that patina look. There's little dents here and there all over the place. It's hard to pick them up with the camera. It really doesn't have any rust to it, any major rust. I'm trying to show you the dents here. You can see that white there is the primer under the paint. I'm assuming the black would be an epoxy primer below that when I cut through there. I'm trying to look down the side here to see if you can pick up any of the dents. There's a dent below that driver's door handle. There's some more of the cut through to the primer. You got a little rust in this one left rear quarter. Any of the white you see is where it went down to the primer. It actually looks good. It looks the way it was supposed to, that it's an original faded out paint is how it looks. The back window looks like they might have tried to clean the overspray off of the glass with a razor blade and let it dry, without wetting it first, so there's scratches in the back glass going side to side. I picked up a couple new emblems from Eckler's and National Chevy. This aftermarket chrome, which isn't very good and started going bad within 6 months. But some more rust at the bottom of this one and a little bit up here at that lip. I'm trying to see if we could see some dents, but it's like a little old lady drove it, so he has little parking lot dents all over the place, a couple pop-in dents. All the trim is there, in pretty good shape. Again, has little dings and dents and use scratches from, 62 years old now, so there's a pop dent right in the front there. I don't know if you could see it. You can kind of see the reflection go a little off on the side. That molding, I picked up another one from a guy in Kentucky who did a great job buffing out a piece of stainless. It's missing this rocker molding, and it looks like the rocker was dented and they tried to fix it with a little Bondo down there. The windshield is a new windshield, but the guy I bought it from, they cracked it when they were putting it in. It still passes inspection in Virginia because it's not blocking the driver's view. That dent I showed you in the beginning, right in the grill work. Hood does not align right, just needs a little movement. Here I'm opening the hood. Previous owner rebuilt the engine, rebuilt the transmission, put a heavy duty radiator in, changed it to 12 volt and put an alternator in. The thing runs great. It's pretty clean under there. It's got a little oil leak. I haven't really investigated to why. It was running for a while now when you're seeing it here, and it still didn't reach temperature. Runs real cool. Rebuilt the carburetor, rebuilt the starter. Now and then when you go to start it, the flywheel, you hear that flywheel grind, like it might be missing a tooth on the flywheel, but it does start nice and quick. Tap the gas once, that's all it takes. I'm trying to look for more little dents. There's a little dent right up in there somewhere. It's got a dent in the roof, very light. None of it very hard to fix. package shelf. They cut some holes in for speakers, but I still do have the pieces of steel they cut out in the trunk. There's some more where I had to cut through because the paint was too thin. Still has the original interior, which is also 62 years old. And it's been removed and put back in a couple times, so a couple stitches going here and there. The headliner is completely shot. We drive this to Tractor Supply, go to lunch, things like that. This is a go out and have fun car. We don't have to worry about it, and it never lets you down. All the doors are nice and solid. The floors are solid. There's no rust in the floors. Doors open and close fine. You can see the wear here and there. I picked up a set of these vintage seat covers that are supposed to be hog ringed in, but I haven't hog ringed them. You can see that the seat was just worn out for the driver. It makes it a little more presentable. Clock isn't working. I don't know if it's just not hooked up because of the 12 volt. The radio also isn't working. Same thing. Has a aftermarket radio hanging under the dash that works. Still has the original type visors on it. Interior light works, but it didn't. I'm missing the chrome, but National Chevy sells those. For a 62-year-old car, it's extremely solid. I mean, it's got all the little dings and dents from use from over all those years, but nothing serious. That's that side mold. That one molding is the only one that's pretty bad, but like I said, I have one that's real nice for it. It was changed to 12 volts, but you can see it still has 6-volt horns, so it is loud. The thing runs great though. Steering wheel's in pretty good shape, has a couple small cracks. That cable on that upper one is jammed. It doesn't move. I don't know why. I haven't really looked into it. Like I said, this is a fun car. This is just something we drive around. Going to get the trunk open. Trunk floor is solid, the spare tire well solid. I got a pair of fender skirts from Eckler's that are still in the box. That back box there has the 2 front fender moldings. I got a bunch of Power Glide emblems and a few other things I picked up. I picked up a set of the red centers for the hubcaps, and I got 2 extra hubcaps. That's the back box for the seat cover. It still has the rear seat cover in case you wanted to put all of them in. Doesn't have the original jack. I got a little pump bottle jack in there. The heat works real good though. Even though it stays real cool, it'll cook you out. We're in Virginia, so it's kind of warm all the time, but still, a little chilly day, it just warms up real quick. Brought it in for an inspection the other day and got it up on their lift. So I took a quick little film of that too, of underneath of the thing. That should be coming right up. Here we are. Still has road mud from driving it up and down the path going back to the barn. But you can see it's solid, this one. Had a little leak out of the rear end, so I changed the gasket. That's why the cover's so clean. Changed the oil in the gasket. Floors are all solid. Before I put the new carpet in, I took some pictures of the floor from the inside, and it's perfect. For a 62-year-old car, the paint's a little scuffed, but there's no rust on the floors. Dripped some engine oil. I haven't even gotten to look at it to see why. Splashing back. Guy had the engine rebuilt, the transmission rebuilt. He put some new springs in. It's got Coca Classic bias ply tires that are in real good shape. Got a million grease fittings. Bumpers are straight, but need to be chromed if you were going to really fix it up. Did a slow walk around showing the rockers are all solid. Some rust in there. Something hit that. Looks like they backed over a rock. Got rust there, and a little rust right above the rear wheel on the right side. Looks like that one little corner. I don't know if that's Bondo. It looks like Bondo that they tried to fix that with. Rock is on this side is missing the molding, and it's bent a little in by the driver's door right around here. Looks like they tried to smooth it out, but I don't see rust. Right down in this corner, there's something going on there. Right there's the damage. That's the only piece of molding I don't have. National Chevy, I think, sells them for $125 for a pair of them, of rocker moldings. But that's the '54 Chevy.